Well, good morning and welcome back to CityLine. I have somebody brand new for you to meet. And when you see her at the farmers markets, when you see her in the park, you need to walk up and go, Patricia Flores, it's great that you are at Catherine Place and you are the new executive director. Hello, my love.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It is so great to have you on this comfy couch.
Thank you.
And I want to say, of course, in all transparency, that I am on the Catherine Place board, but I'm going to be rough on you on your couch.
I like
Here we
it rough.
go.
Go for it.
Be rough with you. So first off, my love, as I mentioned to our folks at home that are watching,
Yes.
or on their phone if they're watching, I want to find out your background and how long you have been at Catherine Place.
Sure. Well, I've been at Catherine Place since October 2022, not that long. And I am from Central Washington. My family is from the Yakima Valley, Toppenish, Yakima Reservation. And I relocated to Seattle in 1994, and now I'm in Tacoma.
And are we ever
Yes.
lucky to have you?
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
how did you, so Catherine Place, was it one of those things that just kind of fell in your lap?
It was pushed onto me.
Someone said, here, hold this, and then he ran off.
Right. No. One of my coworkers at my previous job saw the opening and sent it to me and said, "This is you." And I'm like, "Gracias, Carolina."
Yes.
No, but thank you. And I tell people she planted a seed in my brain, and the roots grew down to my heart.
Oh.
I opened the web page, read all their the pages on the website, and I'm like, is this place for real?
Yes.
I'd never been there. She had been there as a domestic violence and sexual assault advocate. She had led one of the groups there in person, so she knew all about it, and she said, they need you, this is you. And I'm like, all right. So I updated my resume, and
Poof.
That was in October. I started October 24th.
How exciting.
It was very exciting, and it's been a whirlwind.
Oh, I bet.
It's been a whirlwind, but a women's resource center, a women's healing center, and it's the staff, the team, the staff, amazing.
So tell us, what does Catherine Place do? Who's it for? And there's also a really interesting story about the name and how this came about. So start with that first.
Sure. We are a nonprofit organization that is there for women, and that is all women, including LGBTQ people in transition, from male to female. Anyone who's comfortable in women's spaces on that spectrum,
Yes.
please come on in. Give us a call. Right now we're by appointment only. We are not open as we were before the pandemic. And so we have a healing arts component with Reiki, light massage, tapping, all those energy type of modalities. We have that, and everything is, there's no charge for any of it. If somebody comes in, because sometimes we do get people who are able to make a donation, we have a donation box. Great, make a donation, or go online if you want to, however you want to do it, but there is no charge for anything. And so we've got that. We have groups on Zoom right now.
Okay.
And one of the groups that we're excited about all the groups, but we have one group in Spanish. It's a DV support group, Juntas en Transición, Together in Transition, and that's going to be again in the fall. So yeah, and then individual advocacy.
Yes.
People call us, we need this, we set up an appointment. Once in a while, people will show up and just ring the doorbell. No appointment, nothing. And we're going to handle it. Like I said, the team, we're small and mighty.
Yes, you will.
Very mighty.
You are small and mighty, my dear. So I'm getting the idea now that Catherine's Place is not a shelter. it is a place where women spiritually, mentally, and therefore physically go to heal. Is that correct?
You're right.
Okay.
You are right. And in its inception back in 2000, it was created as an oasis for women, and the main focus was presence.
Oh, my
Presence. And what is unique about Catherine Place is that we not only work with the most marginalized of human beings, they don't have food security, they don't have shelter, etc. All the different things that could present in someone's life, but we work with the professionals, the advocates, legal advocates, sexual assault advocate, DV advocates that work with those populations.
Exactly.
Assisting them, supporting them in their connection to themselves and with themselves. So it's an exciting place to be, and we're very busy.
How did you get the name?
Catherine Place is named after a 14th century mystic. I love saying that.
I do too.
Catherine of Siena, who lived for 33 years.
It's that number again, 33. People tend to die when they get to that 33 number in history.
Interesting. And
I
can
wonder
you
what that
imagine the
is.
14th century?
Oh, yeah.
In Italy.
Yeah, well, she probably was a witch or something like that.
Yes, yes. But
Which not really. She was probably a healer. That's what we know.
well,
that witches
there's the
are.
word. The
Healer
words, yeah, arose by any other name,
is
right?
still. Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So she presented to Joyce, who is a Dominican sister. That's how the Tacoma Dominicans are what brought Catherine Place to Tacoma. 3 dreams. She had the first dream, and she was like, okay, I'm dreaming about Catherine of Siena. And then the second dream, and then the third dream, and started talking to her network, her circle, right?
Wow.
This needs to happen in Tacoma. And things fell into place, as they are now, as we come out, or well, as we are in 2023,
Yes.
COVID-19. We're still there.
Yes.
Many people lost their businesses during that
Yes.
time. Some nonprofits shut their doors. Catherine Place, we still have a pulse,
Still
and
got
it's
it.
getting stronger.
So now, so you just started this last October. So
Yes.
you were not really at the helm during the 2 years, or even 2.5, 3 years of the pandemic.
Right.
But I'm sure, given that sharp team that you have,
Yes.
that Catherine Place made the most of virtual gatherings.
Pivoted like so many people
Yeah.
who are still around right now. You have to pivot. You have to be fluid. You have to assess what are the needs
Yes.
of the women at this point in time, and it's always been connection
Yeah.
and having the presence, having someone present and open who is literate with trauma-informed care,
Yes.
knows about trauma-informed
go.
care, and just to listen and to have that other person ask you, how can we support you?
Hold
What's going
space.
on? Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And the advocates, the staff we have connections coordinator, Claire. Yuselis is the advocacy coordinator. Mary is the healing arts coordinator. They are comfortable with silence because when we're going through things, there's a bazillion things going through our
Yes.
brain, and we are just kind of like we are overwhelmed. And so the quiet is really important to allow that person to think about it and to breathe
Yes.
and to just be in
Absolutely.
a safe place.
In a safe place. Tell me about partnerships and collaborations in this last 2 minutes.
Yes. Partnerships and collaborations are many. We collaborate with the Crystal Judson
Yes.
Family Justice Center. We collaborate with so many people here in Tacoma. The Dominican Sisters are still a strong part of Catherine Place. Tacoma Pro Bono. All
Yes.
of those, Rebuilding Hope. All of the people who work with the same clientele that we have. Mi Centro is down the road from us.
Yes.
Tacoma Community House. I could go on and on.
You could.
And we have many people on our board, a strong board, who work in those organizations, right? So we are constantly networking and collaborating and being thought partners together on how we can best show up for those that need that.
Rumor has it that you are hanging out with Puccini at Tacoma Opera. Is that true?
Yes.
Tell me about this.
So Tacoma Opera, one of our newest, who we will be collaborating in the fall for their fall series, and we are so excited about Carmen, about A Streetcar Named Desire. Tell me the third one. I always forget the third presentation.
It'll come to us at 2 in the morning.
Right, and their gala in Federal Way. All these things are happening because they see the need also.
Yes.
And they are leaders in the community, and they want to bring these issues up front and put a spotlight on it. Let's talk about this. Because when we don't talk about it, it's like a taboo, and it is what people are really going through. Let's talk about it.
Well, and it's that thing, Catherine, that thing, Patricia, of does life imitate art or does art imitate life? And opera is notoriously rough. Their storyline, the narrative on women get raped, beaten, pushed around, left. And I know that Tacoma Opera is on a mission to change that narrative and to have those heroines be strong
as
and
they
full
are,
of boundaries.
as we are,
as we are,
as
exactly.
we are. Yes.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being here today. I love and adore you.
Thank you.
And this is going to be a quarterly
Ditto.
thing we do.
I would love to. My first time. Thank you for my first time.
You're amazing. You are
as
meant for
well.
this. When we come back, we'll be talking with Farron Johnson, and she's got 2 of her brightest pupils in the house. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.